What's up? What is going on, everybody? Welcome in for some more Metal Gear action. Good to see everybody. We got Sage in the house singing along with the Snake Eater song. Welcome in. What's up, Sean? Nyan with the nice rendition there. I clap my cheeks, not for honor, but for food. Solid 3. That's funny. Hey, Travis. What's up, Travis Johnson? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. What's up? Dreamy. Slap the calorie, mate. You know it. See you, Dreamy. Rito Checo Savage. Welcome in. Lan. Pulse Plays. What's up? Anthony Carrera. What's up? Hey, Love Daddy. What? You too, Sage. I did. Snack Eater. Tasty. I have. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to do this. I'm excited. Excited. Down here and see how it goes, but I've been looking forward to this. I know this is one of Sage's favorite games, and first time I get to watching this channel, so hopefully it goes well. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you are doing well. Good day. You know, we've been doing some Elden Ring, but we're taking a break from it. And if you're a member of the channel, don't forget to vote. I go to the community tab here. Hey, Keith H. It's been too long, Keith. What's up? Been too long. Man, this is the HD version, so it's not the. It is, but it's not. Len, which one do you have? Subsistence? Which one do you have on the PS2? /community. So click on that tab if you're a member on the very top. It'll have a poll on there that you can vote in. So make sure. Definitely not 4. This isn't 4K either. Anyway, all right. Here we go. I just got a notification to watch my own channel. Alright, here we go. Play the game. Boom, 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 boom. We'll also have the vote for the end's fate be on there. Working and jerking. Family's going great, man. Doing great. I appreciate it. We'll have so if you become a member or I guess even gifting memberships or whatever, all that could go towards voting for the end's fate. Huh. All right. Yes, Sage. I don't know why they did that. And not before you. Oh yeah. Hey George, what's up, buddy? How are you doing? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well, George. George. Oh. Good to see you. Let's put so the end's fate. So super chats, donations, whatever. There's 3 for those that don't know. 3 different scenarios that you do for the end. Fight him normally. You can take him out early. There's a certain spot where you can take him out early before you fight him. He also can die of old age. So, what that'll go towards. Anybody that does, just make sure if you donation or membership or gift a membership or whatever, it goes through. Dreamy, I hope so. Change the story at all? No, Lan, it doesn't. Snake Eater, yeah, Snake Eater, Lan, that doesn't have like the 3D around the camera. It just has the top-down camera on it. Have some extra stuff it doesn't have. So it didn't change the story. No. Miles over on the Twitch side, how you doing, Miles? How you doing today? Good to see you, dude. I didn't mean to leave you out. What you up? How old is Snake? I know, Sean. Shawnee, what's up, my dude? How are you? Okay. Oh, see, I think they'll just be stream only. Good to see you, Shawnee. You're doing well, my friend. All right, here we go. Let's load this. What's up, Gamescape? See you, my friend.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Hey, Swift Gamer, what's up, buddy?
Stars.
Travis! Welcome back, Travis. Have I ever met David Hitter? No. Thank you so much, Travis, coming back in with that 00 agent status. Yes, thank you, dude. Give it up for Travis.
Approaching Soviet airspace. 20 minutes to drop off.
Dreamy, that's awesome. Travis!
All right. You ready to go?
Stars.
Whoa! Out of nowhere.
Got high visibility.
Good lord. Damn. Whoa. Travis.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector.
Stars.
Put on your mask.
7 out of the 10. Hopefully those will come out soon. Hey, Swift Gamer, click on that thing.
Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Hey, if you make sure, click on the little thing on the top left if you haven't yet, guys, and click
10
on
minutes to
that.
drop off. Hey,
Click on it to where you can accept memberships. You haven't done that yet, Swift. I don't know if you have or not. Jesse, because you did get one. You just got gifted one. It just popped up. I don't think Poe was here. It just popped up.
depressurization
Poe got
complete.
one, Jesse got one, Nat got one, Bumble Kitten.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Thank y'all so much.
Stars.
You just did Swift. Nice.
Sunrise.
Yeah, but you have to opt in to accept the gifts, though, 9. You have to opt in, or I won't give them to them. There we go. Thank you. And then Gamescape got
External
one.
temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to
So we
drop
got one
off.
more to get.
Stars.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour.
I guess, Jesse. Thank you, Travis. Travis, do you want that to go towards fight? All those to go to fight,
This is
one for the history books.
Early or old age, Travis?
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by.
Stars.
Oh, I think Keith got one too, so I think that's all 10.
Prepare for drop-off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Spread
Yeah.
your wings.
Alright,
and
that's all
fly.
10. You early? Oh man, early. Your double O agent, that was $9.99, and then 10 gifted memberships, and those are $4.99 each. How much is that? That's $50.89 for early.
News. The head of the CIA has finally given
I
us
love
the
it.
green light for the virtuous mission.
Stars.
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially.
God, I don't know why I won't
organized
let you opt in.
Virtuous mission. Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get.
Let me see if I can find a
cognizant of
list, a link for you real quick. Let me be on the lookout for that.
So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago,
Stars.
a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles.
God, old age is way in the
His
lead
name is
now.
Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov.
He does have that RBF for
He's
sure.
head of the 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov. Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same.
Stars.
On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Subtech.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok
How you
rocket.
doing, Santana?
Sokolov is said to be the man
Santana.
most responsible for the multi-engine cluster.
Metal Gear
used to land the
Stars.
rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story. So why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid.
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly.
Travis, you freaking rock, dude. Thank
The
you.
family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same
It's
time,
$59.89. Wow.
to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on
Good
course.
touch, that's right. I saw you.
US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security
Hey,
Council
Whitney,
and
how are you?
channels to end the hair-trigger
See ya.
standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No.
George, I've been great, man.
Jupiter
Thank you.
IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get
Hello,
rid
Whitney.
of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Hey, Matt, what's up, buddy?
They wanted us to return Sokolov.
Good, Whitney. Thank you.
You mean the
Yeah,
Soviets
George, just working and
just to get their hands on
spend
Sokolov?
time with family and
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
Yeah, it's working good
At the
now.
time, we had no idea.
Travis just did 10, and they all were gifted.
It was either give up Sokolov,
What do you know? We
or
just
risk
started.
full-scale nuclear war.
What's up,
We
Jimmy?
had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next
Working
day,
right now,
I got
Natalia.
Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight.
Because of the gifting, we're at 98 now.
Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He
Matt
was
Bash,
taken back
you
to
got
the
gifted a
research
membership.
and forced to continue
Matt
working on
Bash.
the weapon in question under KGB.
Someone gifted you a membership. Was that today?
What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
Yeah,
No.
it was today.
Missiles.
Same technology.
You're the one, lucky
guess
one
you're right. We don't know the
YouTube
details,
chose
but
for you to
it
get a
appears to
gifted
be
membership from Travis.
For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at semi.
You can use the emote. So if you got gifted a membership,
You
can vote for the Blind Retro playthrough.
Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
So guys, if you just got gifted a membership,
Still in the facility.
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selino Yar.
click on that link.
The mountains about 3 miles to the west.
Thank you, Natalia.
The Virgin.
That's it. We're at
Cliffs.
103 now because of that. If the other 4 get given,
They moved him there just
yeah,
recently.
click on that link. If you get a membership, gift to click on that so you can vote for the next Blind Retro playthrough.
Of the weapon, but it's our best
Yeah,
chance to
Batashis.
get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance.
Stars.
Sokolov must have known that too.
Alright, Dreamy got one. Jimmy BD got one. Sorry about that. Thank you, Natalia. Natalia, what do you want that to go towards? Fight early or old age? You did, Matt? Nice. Let's hope the other 3 get given. I'll wait till make sure the other 3 get given before I do it. Oh, Batashis, that's awesome.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate.
Guys, be
Selino
sure
Yar
if you
in the
have it,
Soviet
click on that
mountains,
top
ensure the
left
safety
on
of
the
Sokolov and bring him
or
back
either
to the
one of
West.
those gift membership things, and then click accept. Yeah, so you can be gifted a membership if you haven't done it yet.
If we don't get Sokolov back before
So
that
Roughneck,
weapon is complete,
Batashis,
we'll be facing a major crisis.
Burrito,
The clock
Whitney.
is ticking.
On that top left where it has a 5 on it, click that green little thing there and hit where it says accept gift.
Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it.
Or
The
allow
process
gifts.
takes
Say
about
allow
20 minutes.
gifts. No, big deal, I have it. Click on allow gift.
Balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat proof.
9, is your 9 account a brand account or the main account?
Sokolov is up to it.
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle.
Jimmy, you
up
don't
to
have to,
500
but I'm
pounds.
proud that you're here, man. That's just
So
something
you're
good.
planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
Migdio's back.
With
Click on
two
that
6-barrel
5.
20mm
The main one?
Falcon
Oh.
cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time
Kaya
limit.
gave away
If all
2.
goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast.
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Click on admit, allow gifts. It needs to be 3 more given away. Thank you, Jimmy. Right, but this is perfect for that. Allow gifts.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No. There's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife.
I mean, yeah, if they're not taken, then those
Use
three
them
will
to
just
hunt
go
for food.
away.
You'll
So
also find some
Callie will
medical
just be
supplies in
charged
your
for
backpack.
2 of them. Instead of all
not the
5.
backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I
Yeah,
see.
guys, just to
Well,
kind of give you
better
a
go
heads
back
up
and
on
get
how
it
to
then.
do this.
You know where it is?
No
Over here.
problem. I can see it from
Click
here.
on this right here.
It's stuck
Like
on
on
a
one of
branch.
these, you click on this. It should allow, if you haven't hit it
Climb
yet,
a
click
tree.
allow gift.
Stand
You
in
should
front
probably
of
hit
the tree
allow
that's covered
gifts.
in ivy and press the action button.
One or the other. Click allow gifts.
I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio.
So,
Can't
and then
risk
YouTube will
violating
give them away.
Soviet
Just make sure
airspace,
that if you
but I'll be
haven't
in the
yet, click
gunship.
allow gift.
My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Jessica, this is a different game. This is Metal Gear Solid 3. The other one we did was 2. Your backpack. Oh, sorry, Vatushis. Yeah, remember again, this isn't beta, so
Stars.
there we go. Alright, there goes Whitney. Whitney got one. There's 3 of them now. Thank you, Whitney. Whitney, thank you for allowing the gifts.
Snake, first you need to
Where's my
find that
backpack?
backpack you lost on the way down. Your backpack got caught on a tree
Where are we
to the
going?
north. Try heading in that direction.
Where do I go? Make sure y'all allow gifts. For it to work. Do this. Yeah, just make sure that you hit allow gift. It'll work. Woo. Watch this. I don't want the backpack. I'm going alone. You're talking about,
Snake, where do you think you're going? You can't expect to proceed with the mission
Smash
without
Brothers,
any
yeah.
weapons or equipment. First, you'll need to recover your backpack. It's caught on
What?
a tree to the south. Press the action button to climb the tree and retrieve your backpack. Is that clear?
hey Orlando, what's up, buddy? I don't want my backpack. Ugh. Come on, I don't want it. I don't need it. Good enough without it. Hey, Miriams, what's up? How are you? What you up to? I guess I'll get the dang backpack. Ugh. It does tend to give it for those that are more interactive in the channel. It gives them to them a lot quicker.
I see you've
Whitney,
retrieved
no, it's
your
right here.
backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival
Thank you,
viewer,
Orlando.
choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival
there.
is fundamental to this mission.
Jesse, I mean,
After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot.
all right,
accurately,
see you,
for
Orlando.
example,
Appreciate you, buddy.
And your wounds won't heal
All
as
right, well, it
smoothly.
gifted 3 of the
Keep
5
an
there,
eye on your
Natalia.
stamina so you don't
So,
run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
oops.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer.
That's
gun.
$14.97.
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor.
You wanted that to fight,
However, the
Natalia?
suppressor will deteriorate
That to
every
fight?
time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't
Thank
get
you,
too
Natalia. I
happy
really
with it.
appreciate you.
The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state.
Yeah, Natalia, I don't know why they make it so hard.
I'm into thinking that I'm really dead. So how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Take the
Correct.
life pill.
The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
I just don't know why I
Jane
won't
Doe.
do that. That's so weird, Natalia, that they're doing it this
I
way.
wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record
Yeah,
my
see,
mission
yeah, I
data.
just...
That's right.
I
It
don't
also
know.
records
I don't
the
know
state
why
of your
that
health.
has to be so tough.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
The boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you?
Oh, yeah.
How many years has it
Hey,
been?
boss.
Boss?
Boss?
That's right. It's me.
Oh.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
Good lord.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
$6 every.
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier
Hey,
needs
Mom
to be
Anita, what's
strong in
up? How are
spirit,
you?
Body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn
How you
from someone
feeling?
else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit.
Right,
Spirit
Swift.
and
Such a
body
good
are
game.
like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
Oh no, Mom
It had
Anita.
nothing to do
Okay.
with you. I already told you, Jack. I
Moving
was on
day.
a top
Okay.
secret mission. A soldier has to follow
I didn't realize you were
whatever orders
moving.
he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for
All
a
right,
reason to
Nata. I
fight.
tell you.
You're
Mom
a
Anita, I
natural-born
understand.
fighter, but you're not quite a soldier.
Hope you get some good
A
rest.
soldier is a political tool, nothing more.
Missed you too.
That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying.
Oh gosh, Mom Anita, I understand.
Loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being
Is
patriotic.
the one you're going to
It
going
means
okay?
devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The
The times.
People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end,
Gotcha, Mom Anita.
there's no
Makes
point in
sense.
believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your codename is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit. A group of
Very
heroes
good.
that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Mom
I
Anita.
can't think
Sleep
of anyone
well.
else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes,
It's good to hear your voice again.
same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC.
Close quarters combat, huh?
I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80.
1.80.
Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Use the punch button. The punch.
Snake,
Right.
try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
I'll try. Push the button.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Ow. About time. I've been waiting on your slow butt. Woo. Before we do that, talk to paramedic.
I see you caught yourself a reticulated
yeah, I did.
python. The reticulated python is said to be the longest snake in the world. The biggest ones can grow up to 10 meters in length. Although they're not poisonous, they're
He is
still
crazy,
very
Whitney.
dangerous, so be careful around them. They have a highly ferocious temperament, and they can swallow whole, even large animals like deer and pigs. Their most distinguishing feature is the mesh pattern of their scales. This pattern acts as a highly effective natural camouflage.
Jimmy, in this game, what do you
If there might
mean?
be a reticulated python about, pay close attention to your surroundings. Otherwise, you could get bitten before you even know it's there. It's a huge snake, but you should be able to capture it alive by using the tranquilizer gun.
Hey, John.
I'll bet if you capture one and throw it at an enemy, it'll give him a good scare.
Yeah.
Right. But how do they taste?
Huh?
Do they taste good?
You're actually going to eat one.
Why else would I be asking?
Cannibal.
What was that?
Nothing. Let's see what the guide says. Ah, you're in luck. It says they taste pretty good.
Good.
I can hardly wait.
Snake, that area is inhabited by the
Yeah,
giant
Mama Nita.
anaconda.
Travis. He
The
gifted
giant
10
anaconda
memberships
is
and had his
believed
own
to be the
membership, and
largest
this is
snake
what
in
it
the
came
world
out to
in
be.
terms of weight and diameter. It's not poisonous, but its large size makes it extremely powerful. They say it even eats crocodiles. Its only natural predator is man.
And snake.
And snake.
Dun-dun-dun.
The giant anaconda is a very large snake, but you should be able to capture it alive using the tranquilizer gun.
Got it. So how does it taste?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
Glad I didn't disappoint you.
So?
Well, the guide says it tastes all right.
Good. I'll have to try some.
I know, Mama Nita. For sure.
Snake, that area is
We'll
inhabited
do
by
this and we'll move on.
Magpies are members of the crow family. They're distinguishable by their beautiful dark blue and white bodies and their long tails. Their favorite food is insects, but they'll also eat small fish, acorns, and fruit. They're omnivores, which means...
They'll eat anything.
Right, just like you, huh? If you use the tranquilizer gun, you should be able to capture magpies alive.
Okay. So how do they taste?
You always ask me that.
Naturally.
Oh.
So,
I've never heard of anybody actually eating a magpie, but I suppose there's no reason you couldn't.
you don't say.
Oh.
Camouflage is an indispensable tool when you're sneaking through the jungle. To use camouflage,
Alright, we're gonna piss her
first
off.
press the start
Watch.
button to go to the survival viewer. Then select camouflage and press the enter button. Select uniform to select battle fatigues, and face
Watch
to
this.
select face paint.
We'll piss her off real good.
Choose battle fatigues that match the
be
surrounding
amazing.
environment. The most effective camouflage is attained by selecting fatigues that blend
did,
in with
Poe.
the environment.
You can thank Travis Johnson for
Camouflage
that.
patterns that stand out in your surroundings will attract attention.
Which I'm surprised you weren't even in the stream when it happened. So that kind of blows my mind. That's the case. So I watch this. Oh. Yeah, I know. I started smoking my cigar.
Snake, that area should be inhabited by tree frogs.
Oh well.
The tree frog is a green frog
Oh,
that's found
what's a great
throughout
movie?
Asia. It's arboreal, spending most of its time in shrubs and bushes. Use the tranquilizer gun to catch one alive. I bet you could scare an enemy good if you toss one at him. But the tree frogs that live in that jungle are a lot bigger than ordinary tree frogs.
They've got an appetite, huh?
You've got a one-track mind, don't you? But seriously, that is one theory. However, there are people who think it's a mutation caused by nuclear testing and waste from the research facility.
Do you think they're safe to eat?
Is that all you ever think about?
What else is there?
Lots.
Like what?
Like why a frog would get so big in the first place. Whether it's a temporary phenomenon created by a unique environment, or a permanent mark of evolution, or a product of the toxic waste coming out of the research facility. If it is the waste that's causing it, then it means humans are interfering with the ecosystem. It really makes you think about the changing relationship between...
This isn't interesting.
Oh, fine. Be that way.
So, how about it?
You mean, is it edible?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's probably okay.
Probably.
I don't know. The guide doesn't say anything.
Pretty useless guide, if you ask me.
Well, try one for dinner and you can help improve it.
I love it. Alright. Alright, let's take the clothes off. Now let's call the boss. What's the pistol taste like? How does it taste?
Visibility is poor in the jungle.
Oh, come on.
You can only use... Snake, did you take off your uniform?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Just needed to loosen up.
I know there's a naked option under uniform in the camouflage window that lets you take off your uniform. But without a uniform on, your camo index will remain low, and you'll burn through your stamina more quickly. So stop acting like a fool and put some camouflage on now. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Alright, there's one more. Hold on. That can really piss her off. Amazing. Watch. Huh? Oh. Hold on. My son says he needs to poo-poo. Say, I poo-pooed in the potty.
I poo-pooed in the potty.
Yeah, say yay.
Yay.
I poo-pooed in the potty.
I poo-pooed in the potty.
Give me 5. That's awesome. That's why you're supposed to go poo poo. All right. Chocolate.
Yeah.
I'll give you some. All right. Yeah, sorry about that. We'll get this code up. Let me get him back in the bed. Play some music while we're doing. All right, let's go. Okay. Hey, Stars fan. What's up, buddy? Okay. Gage him, I know. So much older, isn't he? All right. Anyway, watch this codec call. Watch this. I know. Here we go.
Snake.
What's up, boss?
Don't you what's up me. Just what do you think you're doing?
What do you mean?
What do I mean? What is that camouflage you're wearing?
Oh, this. What do you think?
Of all the...
Looks pretty good on me, doesn't it?
Are you out of your mind? You can't wear that in battle. It's like saying to the enemy, hey, here I am, shoot me.
Well, I'll admit it is a little on the flashy side.
Then why don't you...
But it does look good on me, doesn't it? You don't think so?
Listen, wise ass. Camouflage isn't gonna do jack if it doesn't help you blend in with your surroundings.
Well, I think it looks good on me.
Fine. Wear whatever you want.
Thought you'd like it.
You'd like it. Love it. Thank you, Batuches. I appreciate it. You'd like it. All right, here we go. Actually play the game. It's good to see you, Stars fan. What you up to today? Welcome, everybody. Thank you. Sorry I had to go back and forth, but you got to take care of family first, as you know. I know, man. He is, and he's adorable. What's up, bro? Oh, yeah? PS2, I know it, man, right? One of those frogs right there, if you're trying to get that. Just saw it. See it? Ba-da, ba-da. Ba-da, ba-da. Jimmy Kojima. Party, party. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Yeah, but I've got the platinum, so it can't be that hard. Oh no, Stars fan, that's no good. I hope they're okay now. See how they're going, I guess. But
Major, I've spotted
Major.
2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the Camo Index. The Camo Index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
okay, sounds good. Got him. Got him. See what else we can find out from our folks.
The gauge below your life gauge is your... That area is home to the Sunda whistling thrush. The Sunda whistling thrush is a bird native to Java and Sumatra. It's distinguished by its large blue body and long beak. It really stands out in the forest.
Okay, Stars,
if you're aiming to catch one alive, use the tranquilizer gun.
Got it. So...
How does it taste?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know?
The guide doesn't say. I guess there's no reason you couldn't eat them.
Oh, I see.
But it's nice and plump, so I'm sure it'd make a hearty meal.
That's a good point.
Point. I won't have the cigar in my mouth. We'll see if they say anything about me smoking.
Snake, do you see any tufts of grass?
Yeah.
What kind of grass?
Just ordinary grass. Nothing special.
You should check it anyhow.
It's pretty thick grass, about waist high.
If you crawl into the grass, you can advance undercover.
Yeah.
When you do, the camera automatically switches to
Hey,
intrusion
Leon.
view. If you want to stand up again, press and hold the crawl button once more. If you press the crawl button briefly, you'll crouch in that spot. This allows you to observe things without blowing your cover. Got it?
Yeah, but...
But what?
Was that the only reason?
What do you mean?
You had me check it just so you could tell me that?
That's right. Pretty useful, huh?
Right.
Shall we carry on?
By all means.
Even when hidden in grass, if you make a noise, your enemies will locate you. When enemies are nearby, move with slight movements of the left stick. That way, you can proceed with minimal disturbance. Sokolov should be at the abandoned factory to the north, so head in that direction.
Talking about my cigar.
You should be able to find Siberian ink cap mushrooms
We'll just
growing in
move
that
on.
area. The Siberian ink cap is a mushroom from the ink cap family. Its life cycle is transitory.
Try to get
As
some
soon as
extra
the spores
y'all.
mature, the cap starts to turn black, liquefy, and melt away.
And that's why they call it an ink cap?
That's right. It doesn't really turn to liquid, but you get the idea. In its immature state, before it melts away, it's valued as a source of food. Just be sure not to eat them while you're drinking alcohol.
Why's that?
Ink caps contain coprin, which inhibits the function of aldehyde dehydrogenase. This prevents the body from breaking down alcohol,
I haven't even
causing
seen
a
it, Pauls.
buildup of acetaldehyde.
Meaning?
Meaning it will give you the hangover from hell.
Oh. Wait a minute.
What?
You think I'd drink alcohol in the middle of a mission?
Wouldn't you?
Hell no.
Well, I'm knocking a shot back now.
What?
Just teasing you.
What?
No.
Oh, come on. Where's your sense of humor?
I need a drink.
I need a drink. Why are you drinking? I need it. Thank you, Swift. I appreciate it. Thank you, Whitney. I'm glad. This game has the codex in this game are so fun. They really are. Oh yeah, Pulse. I still haven't really watched it. I need a drink. Okay. All right.
Eat food to recover stamina. Capture plants and animals to get food. I have information on the local plants and animals, so don't hesitate to ask.
That's
The gun you're using is a test model of a suppressor-equipped pistol currently in development by the Navy that's been modified by the CIA into a tranquilizer gun. The suppressor-equipped pistol it's derived from is itself being developed for use by special forces based on the M39.
The Mark 22.
8,000.
That's what they're going to call it if they decide to adopt it for official use. It uses a slide lock mechanism that will keep the firing sound down to a minimum.
But I'll have to reload it by hand every time I fire, right?
Right. You won't be able to fire multiple shots at once,
Whitney,
so make every
pretty
shot
much.
count. Aim for the enemy's
I
vital
played it so
spots.
much.
There's talk of designing the Mark 22 to accommodate special subsonic rounds. But for this mission, you'll be using specifically designed tranquilizer rounds. In a way, these tranquilizer rounds are like miniature syringes. When one of them strikes a target, the impact causes a needle contained within to shoot out. At the same time, chemicals inside the round are mixed to create a gas, which pushes the plunger and injects the tranquilizer into the target. You can knock out an enemy immediately by shooting them in the head. But if you shoot them in the arm or leg, the tranquilizing agent will take some time to set in. Aim carefully.
You'll find a fruit called the Yabloko Moloko growing in that area.
So funny.
Diablo, what
I
now?
know.
Yabloko Moloko. It's a Russian name that
What,
roughly
my bad.
translates as milk apple. It's a type of star apple. The juice is thick and sweet, like milk, hence the name. And if you cut one in half lengthwise, you'll see a star-shaped ring radiating out from the center.
Hence the star apple.
Right. The star-shaped part has a gelatinous texture and is said to be especially tasty.
Sounds useful.
You're welcome.
For once.
Did you say something?
No, back to the mission.
Ooh, watch it now. Trouble. Got him. Ha! Got him! Right, Sage.
I see you've got yourself a Baltic hornet's nest. Baltic hornets are a
Sorry,
variety of
stars.
hornets that inhabit that area. The
Oh,
difference
Shawnee, me
between
too.
them and other hornets is that they produce honey in their nests. Inside the nest are larvae, pupa, and adults. You can eat them all. In particular, the honey you find inside the nest is delicious and full of nutrients. It's easy to digest and helps pep you up when you're feeling tired. In short, it's the perfect survival food. Honey can also be used as a burn ointment. When honey is applied to a burn, it creates a protective coating over the skin. When you knock down a hornet's nest, a burn ointment will appear along with it, so don't forget to pick it up. Of course, the hornets aren't going to give up their nest without a fight. If you knock a nest down, a large swarm of hornets will come flying out, so be careful.
Good to know.
To take a rest, all you have to do is save and exit the game. The next time you load your saved data and continue the game, your stamina and life will have recovered. How much they've recovered depends on how long of a rest you take.
So the longer I rest, the more I'll recover.
That's right. If you're so exhausted that you don't even have the strength to find food, save the game and take a rest and you'll be back on your feet.
I hope that never happens.
So do I. But you never know. Just don't forget, okay?
I won't.
Oh, I'm Snake Eater. I eat snakes.
To eat food, press...
Snake, remember that this operation is a solo sneaking mission. We'll be providing you with support over the radio, but out in the field, you're on your own.
I need to
There's
do
no
one of the
backup.
saves.
And there's no way you'll survive a battle with a large enemy contingent. Avoid engagement whenever possible. Your highest priority in this mission is staying out of sight.
Snake, that area should...
Already talked about.
You're wearing the woodland face paint, I see. The woodland...
Yeah, it's not.
Saving the game, Snake?
Man. Talk about some movies real quick.
Hey, Snake, you ever heard of Godzilla, King of Monsters?
It's hard to
No,
explain.
what is it?
That
It's
one's
a
cold.
movie. You haven't seen it?
Nope.
It's about this monster called Godzilla, who grows to an enormous size in a nuclear test and goes on a rampage in Tokyo.
Nuclear test, huh? Then the Marshall Islands must be crawling with giant monsters right about now.
Yeah.
It's just make-believe.
Maybe that's why my pants have been so tight lately.
Snake, it's a movie, not a report out of Los Alamos.
I know. So then what happened?
Godzilla is immune to all weapons, and humanity has no way to stop the monster.
Johnny,
Dr.
that was from my
Serizawa
knife
develops a new
playthrough.
type of weapon, but meanwhile, Godzilla is getting closer and closer to Tokyo, obliterating everything in its path. It was originally a Japanese movie,
That must have been
but they
Pudge
made an
Jr.
American version too. I recommend seeing the original Japanese one if you ever get
Sucks
the
right now.
chance.
He'll get better.
It's mostly mindless fun, but it's also got a serious anti-nuke message as well.
Where can I see the original?
You'll just
That's
have to
not
go to
worth it.
Japan.
Really? That's too bad.
Well, if you wait 40 years, you might be able to see it in America too.
Why's that?
2004 will be Godzilla's 50th birthday.
You think they're still going to be making Godzilla movies then?
Of course! Everybody loves Godzilla.
You sure know a lot about movies.
I don't suppose you're the movie-watching type, are you?
Not really.
Okay, then I'll tell you everything I know. When the going gets tough, movies can save your life. It's always good to be able to look at things from a different perspective when you get in a jam. That's the magic of movies.
No kidding. Well, I guess it might at least make a nice distraction.
That's the spirit, Snake. Have a little fun.
Oh boy.
Normally, you would ask a fellow soldier.
You should be able to...
I've seen she talks about this gun. $61 scissors. That's a lot of scissors.
Snake, you will...
The weapon you're equipped with now is called the XM-16E1. It's a new type of rifle currently being developed by the U.S. Army.
If it's still in development, then what's it doing here?
My guess is they captured it when it was being battle-tested in Southeast Asia. But the one you've got there is quite a bit different from the ones I've been hearing about. For one thing, it's camo-painted, and it's fitted with a 3-shot burst mechanism. It even looks like you could attach a suppressor. All of these modifications are geared towards jungle combat. This doesn't look like the work of the Soviets. My guess is they were added on site by an American gunsmith during Army field trials. Open the weapon window and press the enter button to attach or remove the suppressor. Press the action button to switch between semi-auto, full auto, and 3-shot burst modes. Make use of each of these functions as the situation warrants.
Okay. All right. Those guys ran away because I scared them. Hornet's nest. FJK AS 334D HF. Any particular reason for those letters and numbers there, Shawnee?
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump.
Can you tell me what?
I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Now, if you try to call the boss, you won't be able to watch this. You won't be able to answer. She won't answer. What's going on? Okay, Shawnee, sure.
When you get hurt, your body will... Snake, there are rats living in that area.
Alright, can we...
The rats in that area are the descendants of wild Norway rats that were domesticated by humans as pets and lab animals. They're not poisonous, and I don't think they'll attack
trust
you,
me.
but they're quick little creatures, so you might have a hard time catching one.
Uh-huh. So how do they taste?
Snake,
What?
they're rats.
I know what they are. Do they taste okay?
Let me know.
The guide says they're not that bad.
Good enough for me.
Ugh.
Good enough for me. Well, let's do a save. See what she talk about in another movie. Well, the part,
Do you want to
the
save?
stuff about this game is some of these codex are just so good. I just don't. For a lot of people, haven't heard them, so I just want to make sure y'all get a chance to hear. Whitney says she's loving it. Maybe Sage as well. And Sean. And Shawnee. Sage, yeah. Enough for me.
Snake, do you know the creature from the Black Lagoon?
Nope, never heard of it.
These scientists are investigating a place deep in the Amazon called the Black Lagoon, and
Funny,
they get picked
apparently
off
so.
one after the other by this fishman thing.
Big Boss did it.
And there was this scene when the heroine is going for a swim, and the creature sneaks up on her from underwater. Oh, I thought my heart was going to stop. I mean, of course, the 3D effects in It Came from Outer Space were a lot more intense, but...
It wouldn't be referring to you coming from outer space, would it?
How rude! Why do you say that?
Because no one on Earth could be as charming as you.
Aww.
Fine. I'll just get to the point, Snake. Be careful of what's around you when you're in the water. Just imagining you swimming in those jungle rivers makes me think of you being attacked by a fishman.
I appreciate the concern.
Fishmen aren't the only things that'll attack you in the water. Really be careful out there.
Okay.
And don't be attacking any pretty girls going for a swim, either.
Are you calling me a fishman?
You started it.
Smooth operator. That was pretty.
HQ respond.
This is HQ.
Patrol here.
That didn't go well. Damn it. Alright, so this is good. I just enjoy this music anyway. Music's really good. Oh. HQ respond. Yeah, so good. Sage, I know you said this is your favorite one. When was the last time you played this? Sage, there you go. Like you're sneaking around and you're like, Alright, see you, Batouches. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for getting, having a good old high time with us tonight. Oh, on the PS Now. Got you. Bruh. That's it. Sleep well, my dude. Oh boy. Hear him. Oh yeah, 2 and 3. Sorry, 1 and 2.
HQ.
I don't think this one is.
Patrol here. No problems.
1 and 2 are.
Understood. Return to your position.
And Metal Gear Solid 1 and Metal Gear Solid 2 are in this. I don't think this one is. Could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Still, this is an awesome game. Kind of just restarting this here. The reefer done took me, Kojima. Oh. Ancient, what's up, buddy? Huh? Hey, Raiders, before I put that screen up there.
I'm under enemy fire! Secure the perimeter!
False, I know. What up, Travis?
Raiders like a damn fiddle!
How does it taste? That's damn good.
Thank you so much for that raid. Thank you, Travis. We got Ancient One, Robin Phoenix, Acme Studios. Come on, that raid. Thank you, Acme. Andy Champlin, welcome in. Hey, Tabra. Doing this. Make sure to shout out Acme Studios there. Appreciate the love. Yeah, if you're just not coming in for raid, I'm Pudge 007 if you're new. We do a lot of Metal Gear, as you see what we're doing now. Mega Man, Resident Evil. Also, to do some other variety things here and there, but love to have you come stay with us, playing some Metal Gear. We do a highly interactive channel, so if you enjoy, let's come hang out, chill, have a good time. Consider hitting that like and subscribe. We'd love to have you back. My weekend was good. Tuesday now, you know. How about yours? Yeah, it's good to see everybody. Thank you so much for being here. And what were y'all playing today, Acme? If y'all said. Wind Waker. Oh, Zelda, huh? May have to feed my daughter here and see how she's kind of waking up.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing
Travis,
Khrushchev,
hush.
and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this
Oh, you went to a
plot is
wedding, Travis?
Volgin the
Nice.
Gru. He has
That was
control
Wind Waker
over another
today,
secret weapons
Studios.
research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin
Oh,
Design
okay,
Bureau,
cool, man. That
and
was
is
your
using
brother?
it to further his plans.
Nice.
But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
Tag me, I bet.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
What have you been doing or playing lately here, Shawnee?
Is that so? America's
What have you been up
truly
to,
a
man?
frightening country.
Having second thoughts.
Good to see you again.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
No one spotted me.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Oh, boss, that's cool. Oh yeah, Shawnee, that's awesome. Yakuza, huh? Yeah, you like Yakuza? Is that a good is that a good series to play there, Shawnee? Is Yakuza pretty good? Travis, I'll time you out, you mother.
Freeze!
Huh?
So this is the legendary boss. Huh? We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz.
Huh.
What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
GRU operatives?
Yeah, no lore.
What is that stance?
Hey, just some Andy, I'm good.
That gun.
Metal Solid 3, baby. What you up to, Andy? Appreciate you hanging out with us.
If you're not the boss, then die. A dud!
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one!
Impossible. You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do, but testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, man, what you been up to, Andy? When's the last time you played this game?
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov, too. Apparently, they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgin.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgin's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
I try, Andy. I try. Oh.
Snake, stay alert. The KGB and GRU both have their sights set on Sokolov. GRU is a military espionage outfit, the intelligence wing of the Soviet Defense Ministry's General Staff Office. It competes with the KGB, which is under the Ministry of Internal Affairs, and the two are always watching each other.
Never let the left hand know what the right hand is doing.
For work, you don't mind me
Exactly. Now, added to that rivalry, there's a vicious power struggle going on between the Khrushchev faction and the anti-Khrushchev faction.
So Khrushchev is using the KGB, and Volgin and the anti-Khrushchev forces are using the GRU?
That's the idea. The two factions are fighting over Sokolov. We're in an extremely dangerous situation here.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Get Sokolov out of there safely. He must not be turned over to the KGB or to the GRU. Sokolov took off in the direction of the rope bridge. Get after him. Hurry!
Era, anytime.
Major, have you been able to contact the boss?
No.
You really think it's bad reception?
We're looking into it.
Major.
Snake, you've got more important things to worry about than contacting the boss. Right now, Sokolov is out there wandering around the jungle alone. What are you going to do if he gets caught by the enemy? We're still looking into why we lost contact with the boss. I'll let you know as soon as we find anything out. In the meantime, it's your job to find Sokolov and get him to safety. Got it?
Major, do you know anything about this
There
GRU
you go,
colonel
Andy.
Sokolov was talking about?
Yes.
Who is he?
A most dangerous man indeed. His
What's up,
name is
Robbie?
Yevgeny Borisovich Volgin. His code name in the West is Thunderbolt. He's gained a reputation as the most brutal and cold-blooded of the Soviet spy masters. During the war, Volgin was assigned to the domestic branch of the NKVD. He was stationed in the rear of the Soviet line to catch and punish any troops who tried to retreat or desert. He's also notorious for his accomplishments in anti-guerrilla operations in the Ukraine and the Baltic states. Apparently, he likes to boast that he disposed of over 100,000 anti-communists. We also know that he was instrumental in putting down the 1953 insurrection in East
I think
Germany
it's a fun game,
and the
Taylor.
1956
What about you?
uprising in Hungary. He is truly a fearsome man. There's no telling what he might be plotting. Be careful.
I will. Major, what's this Grand and Design Bureau Sokolov was talking about?
OKB 812. It's the same type of top-secret facility as Sokolov's own OKB 754. The director is a man by the name of Alexander Leonovich Granin. He's Sokolov's arch-rival, and the two have competed fiercely against each other since the days of the war. To hear Sokolov tell it, though, the rivalry was really all in Granin's head. In any case, Granin seems to harbor an unusually intense hatred for Sokolov.
I guess what's one way to look at it,
Knowing
Tara.
that Sokolov was protected under the aegis of Khrushchev, Granin threw in his lot with Volgin, the vanguard of the anti-Khrushchev movement. Apparently, Granin meant to use the funds provided by these opposition forces in order to defeat his old foe. Volgin, for his part, was intrigued by the possibility of using the high-tech weapons Granin created in the fight against Khrushchev. Thus, the two formed an alliance, and Volgin took the Granin Design Bureau under his control.
But now Volgin's got his sights set on Sokolov.
Yes, it would seem that he and Granin aren't getting along so well after all.
Yes.
By the way, Snake, what were you doing back there?
Back where?
You were giving some kind of advice to a GRU commander, weren't you?
Yeah.
He's your enemy. What the hell were you thinking?
Really? What was all that about doing the thing with your hand on the first round or whatever?
Whenever he put a new clip in his gun, he'd always load the first round by hand, whether there was a round left in the chamber or not. It's a technique they teach in the Middle East. By making sure there's always a round in the chamber, you eliminate the risk of pulling the trigger with nothing to fire. He must have heard about it from someone or read it somewhere. In any case, he probably wanted to try it out for himself. And he was obviously motivated by vanity to show off his new technique. That's when you make mistakes. The battlefield is an unforgiving place. The only techniques you can rely on are the ones you've mastered through experience and practice.
Uh-huh. And what were you saying about him being more suited to revolvers?
When he fired, he was bending his elbow sharply to avoid the recoil. It looked like he wasn't aware he was doing it, but that habit can be either a fatal flaw or a gift.
What do you mean?
Automatic weapons use recoil to operate, so if you don't let the recoil hit you, it interferes with the operating cycle of the gun. Basically, he shouldn't be trying to avoid the impact like that. But with a revolver, there's no need to let the recoil hit you. Just the opposite. Avoiding the recoil lets you reduce the strain on your hand and arm. That kid might just be handy with a high-caliber revolver.
Handy? Are you listening to yourself?
What do you mean?
He's the enemy. Why are you giving him advice? Snake.
I don't know. For some reason, I couldn't help but point it out to him.
Snake, are you all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tara, it's not Famicom. It's the one that was across. It was on the MSX2. And I've played that several times on this channel.
Snake, did you find food?
Yeah.
You sound happy.
I am.
I am.
Do you know how to eat it?
Then
let me explain. To eat food, press the start button to enter the survival viewer, then select food. Select the food you want to eat and press the enter
No, Tara, I'm
button.
just letting you know that's the
Select
one.
eat and you will eat the selected food.
I am.
When you eat, you will recover your stamina, but the extent of recovery
Hey,
depends
Brian.
on what you eat.
How do I do that?
When your stamina is down only slightly, you should save
Yes, I
your
have played that
tastier
a few
morsels
times,
for
Tara.
later.
Yes, yes.
But don't leave food for too long or it'll rot. This is where a little planning ahead goes a long way.
Yeah.
Besides eating food, you can throw it at enemies to confuse them. So remember, food is not just for eating. Be creative.
Food fight.
That area is
Hey,
home to
Ramud,
the
it's
reticulated
much
python.
better. Hey, it's much better. Good to see you, Brian.
You want to save?
Do you want to save? Want to save? Thank you for the 43 likes. Can we get to 50 likes on the YouTube channel, guys? Come on now. 50 likes, let's go. Let's get to 50. Don't forget to like. If your name is Natalia, don't forget to hit that like. Don't forget to hit that like button, baby. Step-by-step instructions, paramedic. What do we do?
Snake, have you heard of It Came From Outer Space?
Thanks, Natalia.
Yeah, you
there
told
you are.
me already.
I want to make sure.
So this astronomer sees a meteor, but it's really an alien spaceship, right? And the aliens start replacing the townspeople with clones and forcing them to help repair the ship. The 3D effects were quite realistic.
I've got all the real I can handle here in the jungle.
No, you don't get it. Precisely because it's realistic, with the images jumping out of the screen at you, it makes for a nice escape from reality. I have to admit it made my eyes tired, but it was really intense. Unfortunately, they don't make very many of those movies anymore.
When did it come out?
I was still in college, so probably about 10 years ago.
Guess I'm out of luck then.
You know, they're coming out with household
Right,
versions
sure.
of video cassette recorders. One day you'll be able to see old movies anytime you want. It'll be like having a movie theater in your own home.
Oh my goodness.
Really?
It's like if you had a record with movie film etched onto it instead of music. It'll work the same way.
You're kidding.
No, really. And someday they might make movies where you control the characters yourself.
Sounds like magic.
It'll happen. Make sure you stay alive to see it, Snake. You want to save? Hold on a sec.
Oh, no.
Okay, good luck, Snake.
Thanks.
Thanks. Alright, watch this. Those that don't know. Thank you, Ancient. What?
Snake, you can't do that. The future will change. You'll create a time paradox.
Dang. Hey, boss. Hey, Ren. I guess that won't work. Darn. We're at a time paradox. Good to see you, boss. I have no clue if that's true or not, Brian. Oh, you did. Nice. How many hours do you have in it total, boss? Wow. I don't know anything about a PS6 there, Brian. Rabbit. I'm just looking around first. We'll go on to the next part. 102 hours, boss? Oh, nice, man. Hey, Brian, me too. For the sake of getting the platinum trophy. I did that too. Let him eat something. Tasty.
Time to get serious.
Shut up, X. Alright, Sokolov, where the hell are you?
You okay?
Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best crew has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished!
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look.
That's what they were making you build?
Yes. The Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBMs.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain?
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. Is that thing finished?
No. This is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete...
Oh, boss, you did.
Phase 2.
That's awesome.
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Yes. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war.
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
Oh, boss, did you really? That's awesome. Oh, did you, Brian?
Boss?
What's up, Ching Zhao?
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Hornets?
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more.
Welcome back, boss.
Now that all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself.
Yeah, no, Star. Boss, have you ever seen this before?
It's raining blood. Is he crying?
Kuwabara, Kuwabara.
Okay, boss. Not popping to tell you, no doubt. Especially with the end with his eyes.
Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
He's seen my face. We can't let him live.
Tara, maybe.
If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
The new blood has been rejected. Are we done here?
Tara, it's not, though.
Now, onto
He taught
Sokolov's
him.
research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
Right, Brian, there you go. No. Rest in peace, Snake.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Brian, I don't know.
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the survival viewer with the start button. If you select cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using the weapon window button. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone, and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've selected the affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left stick to select the medical item and then press the enter button. With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely. Understood?
Yeah.
Stay with me. Go into the survival viewer and treat those wounds.
Keystone family, thanks. Alright, so cool thing here. Look. Here. Who hasn't seen this game? That dead body right there. That is the Starro. Starro, right? Also, if you're looking at, this, look down to the left, then you can see it. See the body there too.
Snake, hurry and get those injuries treated.
Hey,
Snake.
Snake, what are you doing? Hurry up and treat those wounds. First, open the
She won't help me. Oh, she is. Come on, boss. Brian, for quite a while. Brian, that's correct.
What am I fighting for?
Back ancient. Oh yeah, very painful. Wakey wakey, Natalia. Wakey wakey.
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
R1, look to the left. Hey, Sarah, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro.
Shagohod.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her Cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death?
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Oops.
Remember the alibi.
Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do that.
Colonel!
Alright, good night, stars. Good lord. Sorry. Good night, stars fan. Appreciate you hanging out with us. I didn't mean to do that. Good lordy. Alright guys, after I save this, you know what time it is. Ancient, yeah, just a little bit.
What a thrill with darkness and silence.
Brian, yeah.
What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time,
Brian, I have.
there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday you go through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see new light, I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point.
Welcome.
Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no
Thanks for the
problems.
follow.
No
I'm gonna
gusts.
get one life to live it to
All
the
systems
max.
go for drone
Family
detachment.
time.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has
It's awesome,
gotten
Bosh.
tighter
I'll make
since
sure
we
not
were
to
last
watch
here.
it.
We can't get as close to the ground
I
as we
haven't
did
got
during the
there yet.
virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad. So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you, too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson? Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then? The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin? Of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the Boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The Boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells?
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her
Thank
new
you,
host.
Acme Studios. Thanks again for the raid. See you later, buddy.
Davy Crockett
Oh, goodness. Hey,
Atomic Battle
Tempest.
Group delivery system was
Hi.
completed 2
Sorry.
years ago.
Welcome,
Serious
Raiders. I
problems
can't
were
skip
found
this
with the launcher's
cutscene.
range and precision. Although they were mass-produced,
Whoa,
they've
sorry.
never been deployed in battle.
What's up, Tempest?
Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
Brother,
So,
it's been too...
the Boss, with
Thank you for the
Colonel
raid,
Volgin's
dude.
help, stole 2
The one
experimental
came with the raid. Thank you so
nuclear
much.
shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military
not
research
working?
facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what
How
was
is
a
that?
U.S.
Is that
military
pretty good?
aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The Army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since
That's
the
what I
Cuban
thought
Missile.
I've heard.
I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device.
Has your striker gun?
Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence?
Yes. Preferably.
Thank you so much for that raid, dude. Anyone that came with Tempest Mask, I'm Pudge 007. We did a lot of Metal Gear.
Another one of your
Solid, Resident Evil, Mega Man, just some other variety stuff.
Boss
So
should be close to Colonel Volk.
that's interesting. You considering that like and sub, we'd love to have you back.
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volkin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have
How long
only
did you get to stream
1
tonight,
week.
Tempest?
And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volkin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
I was asking how long you got to stream tonight, Tempest.
To restrain the military, I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volkin's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet.
Oh, you're doing a speed run, Tempest. Hideo Kojima.
It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
So, what else are you speed running? Anything else?
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear.
Oh, wow,
Glad
boss.
to see
There
you
you
landed
go.
safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission
Devil May
objectives
Cry.
one more
Wow,
time.
you sped run that.
Rescue Sokolov.
What's your favorite Mega Man?
Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
Hey, Dorian, what's up,
This
buddy?
mission will be
How you
codenamed
doing?
Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know.
I see you,
that was
Taylor.
the Kremlin's
Appreciate you
demand.
stopping in.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
Oh, must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right, then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square 0. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance, too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same.
Oh, Leon, no, they didn't.
140.
You should have got refunded. Did you get refunded?
And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Leon, I don't.
Yes,
after World
meet
War
up with
II,
Adam
I don't
first.
think
He's
that-
cleared the way
I
for you
think
to
that
rescue
was
Sokolov.
How will I know this
after
Adam
what happened in
when I
World
see
War
him?
I.
You'll know once you reach the factory.
Harsh
The
on
whole area's been polluted by the
Ford, I
fallout from
think.
that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, who are the Patriots?
I thought it was 12 hours.
Lali Lulelo.
Lali Lulelo. Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your
The Mega
presence
Man
known to a
Extreme
certain
2, is that
extent.
on Game Boy Color? What
Khrushchev
was that
regime
on?
at
Or
the
Game
very
Boy
least.
Advance?
But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
If he sends one, oh, it's Game Boy Color. Yeah, Ancient, make sure once he hits that, and it may or may not go to him, Leon, but yeah. Click the, it'll say like 1, click on that green button. Make sure you allow gifts or it won't give it. Try if you want. That's worked. It did 3 out of 5 for Natalia, but it did all 10 for Travis. Well, I only did 3 of them for that one.
Paramedic.
Snake, it's so good to hear from you again.
Same here. It's been a week, hasn't it?
4 days, actually.
Huh?
I visited you in the hospital. You were still unconscious, though.
Then you must have seen me naked.
Awesome.
Yeah, but you were all wrapped up in bandages and tubes, so I couldn't do anything but look.
Better luck next time.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
But seriously, don't forget that you were like that until just yesterday. In fact, you really shouldn't even be on this mission. Keep an eye on your stamina gauge. If you start to run low, don't push yourself. Eat something to replenish your stamina. And try not to get yourself
Thank
hurt.
you, Ancient One,
If
for
you're
accepting
wounded
it,
or
and
get
thank you,
bitten by a
Leon,
venomous
for sending
animal,
it.
go into the survival viewer immediately and treat yourself using Cure.
Yeah. I can see you still know how to nag.
You're welcome. And I can see you still don't know when to keep your mouth shut.
Maybe so. By the way, I heard you're going to lose your medical license if this mission fails.
Right.
Yes, there was talk of that, but the mission won't fail.
Thank you, Ancient
will
One.
it?
Of course not.
Good. I believe in you.
Well, I gotta
But
bring
you know
the
really
raid
don't care
alert
about
for
my medical
Tempest
license.
from the Twitch
Didn't
side.
they use that to force you to participate in this operation?
No, I volunteered.
Why?
So that I could watch over you.
Huh.
Snake, you're the best agent I've ever seen.
Naked.
But you push yourself too hard. You're reckless. Someone has to stop you from getting into trouble, to make sure you and the boss don't kill each other. So that's why I volunteered. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better guardian angel than me, right?
Thanks.
Stop right there.
Huh?
You can thank me when you get back.
All right.
With your body. Woo! So Leon, do you want? So you did that gift of membership, so that's $4.99. Do you want that to go towards the end's fate to fighting early, to take him out early, or for old age? What do you want it to be? All right, Tempest, here you go.
I'm under enemy fire! Secure the perimeter!
Boss, I don't think so. I really don't.
Treat us like a damn fiddle!
There you are, Tempest.
That's damn good.
Tempest over on the flip side. Well, thank you, buddy. Bummer. Hey, Mad Genome, what's up? I'll change. Page $4.99.
Snake, unlike the Virtuous mission, this is a night
Whoa.
operation. You'll be encountering nocturnal animals that you didn't encounter your last mission. Some of them are venomous, like the king cobra.
Well, that one
so
came
be
up out of
careful.
nowhere, Natalia.
If you get bitten by a
That's-
venomous animal, the poison will spread through your body and
All
rapidly
right,
drain
Boss
your
K.
life
Ren,
gauge.
welcome in.
If that's the case, go into the cure screen and survival viewer immediately and
That
inject
was a
yourself
little
with
late,
serum.
wasn't it?
Got it?
So I need to add that to fight, don't I, Natalia? $4.99 there.
Yo, you're Snake, aren't you?
And you're Sigint?
None other.
I heard that you're an expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology.
Close.
Huh?
I am the expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology.
Ah.
I'm the guy that designed your trank gun, active sonar, and motion detector. If you want to know anything about weapons or equipment you find in the field, just send me a message and ask. Later.
Later. Try that again.
Sounds like the Cobra unit's members' names came from the specific emotions they each carry into battle.
Emotions?
Yeah. For unbearable torment, the pain. For true oblivion, the end. For infinite rage, the fury. For absolute terror, the fear. And for unsurpassed bliss, the joy.
The joy?
It's another name for
gifted
the
membership
boss,
for boss.
because of the
Appreciate you,
joy she feels in battle, I suppose.
Ah.
During the war, she had a partner named the Sorrow. Sorrow and joy. They say there couldn't have been a more perfect pair.
Can't be random. That's crazy.
The Davy Crockett's that the boss took with her when she defected are mortars that fire nuclear warheads. They're named after Davy Crockett, the hero who died defending the Alamo in the Texan War of Independence.
Remember the Alamo.
That's right.
More that
The
someone's
warheads are
active in the
equivalent
chat
to
apparently
between 10
gives
and 20 tons of TNT. Every building
our
within
chance of
150
sending it to
yards
that
of the
person.
hypocenter is completely obliterated. But the warheads the boss had with her were some kind of experimental super bomb. So they're actually even more powerful than that. I don't even want to think about what would happen if she used it again. Snake, you know what you have to do.
Yeah, I know.
You would just have to make sure they allow gifts. Be pissed.
Snake, that's the home to the Ottenfrog.
Is that right?
The Ottenfrog is a large,
How does it
corpulent
taste?
species of frog. They're known as a
thank you,
delicacy,
dude.
so
My
it might
goodness.
be catching them for food. The Ottenfrog was originally found only on Amami Oshima in Japan. Frogs usually have 4 toes
Even
on
though
their
I
front
don't know what
legs,
an Italian
but the
is,
Ottenfrog is
hasn't done
unique
that
in that
yet.
it has
So
5.
weird. Still think it's
Got it.
kind of buggy.
By the way, you said they were known as a delicacy, right?
Right.
So that means they must taste pretty good, huh?
I guess so. I hear that in Japan, Ottenfrog sashimi and sukiyaki are popular dishes.
Really?
Yeah.
Japan, huh? That place
if
is
it'll
starting to
work.
sound better and better.
Gonna let you allow it. Click on that. Click on that green thing where it has that little gift there. Click on that green thing and it'll allow a gift there, Tempest. See if it'll work.
Snake, that area is inhabited by the Japanese flying squirrel. Japanese flying
Please,
squirrels
someone
are
grab it.
non-venomous, and they shouldn't
Someone
attack
get
you.
it, please.
The head, front legs, hind legs, and tail of the Japanese flying squirrel are connected by a membrane of skin, which allows the squirrel to glide from tree to tree. It says here that if it catches a good wind, it can fly more than
Come on.
100 yards.
Sounds like it's going to be tough to catch one.
On that, put allow gift.
So, aren't you going to ask me?
You know it. How does it taste?
Not sure.
Not sure.
The guy doesn't say anything about it.
Why not?
Just
Gee,
where it
maybe
has
it's because no one would ever think of eating a flying squirrel.
Then I must be the first one.
on this right here. Click right
Maybe you
there.
are.
Click allow gift. Little thing. Or right there. Click allow gift.
You're wearing the tiger stripe pattern camouflage, huh?
Oh.
Tiger stripe is a forest camouflage. As you may have guessed by the name, it mimics
you
the
should-
stripe
it
pattern
should-
on the
should show
tiger's
up
coat.
right there on that.
It was originally worn by South Vietnamese Marines. Then it caught the attention of an American military advisor, and now they're thinking of introducing it into all kinds of special forces units. It works best in places with lots of trees and grass, but it should blend in with dirt and mud, too.
Leon, you're the only one I've seen that's been able to give just one at a time. Most times, it just the lowest you can give is just 5. I don't know why it goes away so damn fast.
Snake, your first task is to meet up with Adam, the contact provided by the KGB. The rendezvous point is the abandoned factory to the north of your current position. Head north.
The abandoned factory. That's where I met Sokolov during the Virtuous mission.
Correct, but we can't afford to have the same thing happen this time.
I know.
Alright, so hold on. So when you scroll up, you scroll and look at this right here. Click on this. Say allow gift. Click on that where it says allow gift. Part right here in the chat. Scroll over it. Perception. Woo!
Like the Virtuous mission, Operation Snake Eater is a solo sneaking mission. There are no units in the field to back you up. Avoid engaging the enemy whenever possible. Your first priority is to remain unseen. Use the camouflage option in the survival viewer and choose your camouflage wisely.
Well, you got
caution.
gifted one of the memberships that Natalia gave a while back, and for some reason it chose you to have it. So you've got a membership now. Yeah, so if you just got a membership, you can vote for the next Blind Retro playthrough, which ends on Thursday. So click on that link right there. That'll take you to where you need to vote. Next Blind Retro playthrough. Been abducted.
You mean you're not wearing any face paint? You can take off your face paint by selecting no paint from face. Just select no paint when you want to skip wearing any face paint at all. But your camo index is never going to be as high without face paint as it is with it. Unless you want the enemy to see you,
Since
you
when?
ought to be wearing face paint.
I'll tell you what's your number. I'll tell you what's your agent number.
Pattern clothing.
Yeah. Yeah, so it'll be 5 years. Okay, Tempest, good. I'll get into that. Number 17. Oh, member from Natalia. Gotcha. September will be 5 years. I see what you're saying, Leon. Whoa! NOU. Stars. But NOU, but not for Leon. Poor Leon. All right, see you, Andy. All right. Anyway, these are for. This is for all the gifted membership. They've been gone through. Leon, I think it might. Just give it some time. Thank you, Leon, for at least trying. And then Travis and Natalia for gifting the memberships. Thank you so much for doing so. You guys are awesome. Thank you for doing that. You guys are amazing. Give it up. Natalia and Travis Johnson. And also to Leon. Appreciate it. Even though Leon's hasn't gone through yet. It has before. Thank you so much. Tempest, that music's amazing, isn't it? Oh, so Natalia, I guess you want that one to go to fight as well, don't you? Awesome. So all of them been gifted. I think there's a bug with the. Okay, so for Natalia, I think it was for Travis too. Like Natalia, I don't think it gives you the option, but just to give 5, 10, and then 20. Correct. And for some reason, it's letting Leon do 1. I tried. No, this one is the very. And when it comes to the chronological order, I tried JoJo. This is it. This is the first one that comes out. Chronologically, Metal Gear Solid 3 is the very first game. Not the first one that was released, but chronologically, this is first in the line. Phantom Pain. So when it comes to chronological order, it's this one. It's Metal Gear Solid 3. And I guess if you want to do Portable Ops, I guess that one. But even though that one has some not canon, some canon, blah blah blah. So besides that, we're talking about the ones that we know for sure are canon. So Metal Gear Solid 3. And Peace Walker, Ground Zeroes, and then Phantom Pain. Yes, Lance. So the one that came out, Metal Gear, the very first one that came out in '87, that one comes after Phantom Pain. Yeah. I don't know. I was just wondering. I think yours is the only one. I think there's kind of still a beta thing for you leaning on, and for some reason, just giving the one just kind of is all bleh. Sorry, Nitride. Sorry. Got my Patriot gun now. Yeah, it's just you. I don't know why it's like that, Leon. That's so crazy, isn't it? Man, not necessarily. I think if you play Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 first, I feel like playing the games in release order is better. Kind of understand how things go and to get the cool things that come about. I think playing them in release order is more fun when you're playing through it the first time. Memphis, I don't know why then. You dog, is there a reason for that?
You just heard a horse?
I guess I didn't have it in my ear.
Yeah.
You sure it wasn't something else?
I know a horse when I hear one.
Paramedic, are there any wild horses in Selino Yask?
Do you really expect me to say yes?
No.
So what should I do?
There's only one way through that area. All you can do is move forward. Head towards the sound of that horse. It came from the north. Be careful.
When you're bitten by a venomous animal such as a snake or a spider, or hit by a poisoned arrow, the poison will start to affect your body.
Still on beta.
Your life will decrease with each passing minute, so cure the
I think it'll
poison
get
as
better
soon as
over
possible.
time.
To cure poison, go into Cure in the survival viewer and inject yourself with a dose of serum. You can get serum from enemies. Either hold them up or shake their bodies down after you defeat them. I'm pretty sure you can also get serum by capturing the rabbits that live in that area.
Yeah, I'm okay if you okay, just for playing some things. Yeah, and that would be awesome. Good lord, Q-Dog, you are on all kinds of stuff. A smorgasbord of things.
You can capture animals alive by using... When you get...
I want to see this snake right here. I want to talk about it. Subtle? Okay.
Snake, king cobras are making their home in the area you're in now. The king cobra is the world's largest venomous snake. Its large size means that it has a lot of venom to inject. One bite is supposedly enough to kill an elephant.
Damn.
And it's extremely vicious as well, so watch out. If you get bitten by a king cobra and injected with venom, your life will start to decrease rapidly.
Oh boy.
As soon as you're bitten, go into the survival viewer and use Cure to give yourself a serum injection. The king cobra's diet consists mostly of other snakes. Be careful, or you might end up as its next meal.
Got it. So...
What? How does it taste?
Yep.
Ugh. It seems you're the one whose diet consists of other snakes.
You're making me blush.
The guide says they taste just fine. Ugh. Snake, that area
Here
is
we go. This
inhabited
is
by
awesome.
the green tree python.
Honey.
The green tree python isn't venomous, so no need to worry. It's fairly docile too, so I don't think it's likely to attack you. The green tree python originally comes from Australia and New Zealand. It's a really pretty green color, and it lives... Oh my god.
What's wrong?
Snake, what did I just say?
They come from Australia and New Zealand.
No, after that.
They're a really pretty green color.
I thought so. What was I thinking? Seeing a snake and calling it pretty?
What's wrong with that?
Everything. When a normal woman sees a snake, she's supposed to scream or get sick or something like that.
Not a normal woman.
And you think you're normal?
What was that?
Nothing.
Ugh, it's all your fault.
Try to eat it raw.
Jeez, I'm sorry. But enough of that.
What do you mean, enough of that? This is serious.
No, I just wanted you to tell me how it tastes.
How should I know?
Ugh.
It was awfully pretty, though.
Time to get serious!
Burns happen when you're engulfed.
Time to get serious.
Ah, you're using the survival knife.
Yeah, this thing provides me with all the bare essentials I need to
Air
survive the field.
necessity.
Hey, wait. What'd you do with the knife I made you? That was a work of art. It had matches and fish hooks and thread and stuff in the grip.
Sorry to have to tell you this.
Oh yeah,
but
Natalia,
thing's
that
useless in a fight.
it got
No
gifted
way.
by
Really?
Yeah.
Travis's,
When the grip is hollowed out
the
like
Nat's
that,
hideout
there's not as
thing.
much space to stabilize the blade. So the joint between the blade and the grip is weaker. That makes
Okay,
it
I'm
easier
fine.
to
That's
break.
right. No, Brian. Just
I get it.
arr.
You're right. With your knife, you don't have to worry about it breaking no matter how much you swing it around. So the important thing is durability. Man, I gotta write
Yeah,
this stuff
Natalia,
down.
I don't know.
Next time, I'll make it so the matches and fish hooks go in the sheath instead.
Huh.
All right, here we go. Thank you, Ancient. No, Natalia, the ones that Leon did, I can see it'll pop up and show it. Like it'll pop up on the screen and it'll show it. Like we'll know if it gets gifted. Well, it's not just out in the air. It'll pop up in the chat. Like Poe wasn't in here and it said given to poetry. Wasn't even in here. I saw where it said Nat's hideout, so we would see it when it pops up.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Boss.
That arm still hurt?
What are you doing here?
Go home. Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss!
I'm not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America. That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry. The border is 60 miles south of here. You ought to be able to run that far.
Why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings? You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later you'll have to choose.
There you go, Nat.
I don't expect you to forgive me.
60 likes, thank you.
But you can't defeat me either. You know me too
Oh
well.
my gosh, Leon. Brian, you can find some MREs in this.
Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long. If we meet again, I'll kill you. Now, go home.
This is Snake. Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
What is going on here? I went the wrong way, damn it.
This is HQ.
Control here. We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Go this way. Yeah, you ain't seen nothing. I know, what's up with that?
Using the Patriot,
This is
huh?
funny.
Yeah, it's the same one the boss was using.
Where'd you get it? I said, where'd you get it?
Sigint, don't get worked up over details.
Leon, you're
Whatever.
fine, dude.
Anyway, the Patriot is a one-of-a-kind sidearm made especially for the boss. It's basically an XM16E1 with the barrel cut short and the stock taken off. The idea was to create a large pistol that combined the feel and quick handling of a handgun with the force of a rifle. But with a barrel that short, the recoil is unbelievable. It's tough to aim, but it more than makes up for it in firepower. From the looks of it, it's fitted with a 100-round drum magazine. And it never runs out of ammo?
Never.
Why is that?
Because the internal feed mechanism is shaped like an infinity symbol.
Ah, I get it. Yep, that'll give you unlimited ammo.
That'll do it. Makes so much sense. Oh man, I love it. That awesome.
Snake, you smoking a cigarette?
It's not a cigarette. It's a cigar.
Right.
Same thing?
It's not the same thing.
Doesn't matter to me.
It's not the
What
same
I want to know is, why'd you take it with you?
Because I need it.
For what?
I can't smoke a cigar if I don't have one, can I?
So you just wanted to smoke it?
Yeah.
Man, you got problems. Do what you want. Just keep in mind that your life goes down when you're smoking it.
Leon, I've played this game more times than I can count, dude. I've played it way too many times.
Covering your body is a good start, but...
Played this tons of times.
Snake, there's a fruit called the galova growing in that area.
Really?
Galova?
Yeah, it's a fruit that's found
Holy
only in that
galova.
region. It's related to the jackfruit, which is commonly found in Southeast Asia.
Jackfruit, huh?
Yep, he's a cannibal.
Huh?
I didn't say anything.
No, I'm sure you...
I said, I'm sure you'd like it.
Oh.
Galova means head in Russian. It's probably called that because the fruit grows to about the size of a human
essentially,
head.
yes, kind
It's
of.
supposedly pretty good to eat with a uniquely sweet flavor. The fruit itself is fairly large, so you could make a meal out of it. Galovas grow directly off the trunk of the tree. If you're running low on stamina, it might be a good idea to keep an eye on the tree trunks. Snake,
What?
are you smoking a cigarette?
No.
Nope.
Yes, you are.
It's not a cigarette. It's a cigar.
Same thing.
Not at all. In fact, there's a world of difference. There's nothing quite like the rich smell and mellow flavor of a cigar. And that thick, luxurious smoke is almost sensual when it...
Yeah, whatever. You know something?
Probably not, but I don't want to hear it.
Well, you don't have a choice. Cigarettes are bad for you.
Cigar.
It's not a cigarette. It's a...
Quiet, you. Smoking is bad for you. In a recent study, scientists found that tobacco smoke is full of carcinogenic substances, like nitrosamines. You know what that means? It means you're going to give yourself lung cancer if you keep on smoking.
But that's just what some scientists think, right?
Oh, give me a break.
I heard it was just a bunch of hoo-ha.
Do you really believe that?
Sure.
God, you're gullible. You ought to read this year's report from the Surgeon General. It proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that smoking causes lung cancer. Pretty soon the whole world will know that smoking is bad for you. Better quit now before it's too late.
But...
And don't tell me cigar smoke is harmless because it doesn't go down into your lungs. It just means the cancer shows up in a different place. Got it?
Yeah.
Bunch of hoo-ha. I love how he talks like that. A hoo-ha. Got him.
Snake, that area is inhabited by the giant anaconda. The giant anaconda is said to be the largest snake in the world in terms of weight and thickness. It's not venomous, but its huge size makes it dangerous. Be careful.
Bunch of hoo-ha. Right, Chewie. Next thing right there. Hoo-ha.
I've never seen a grenade like that one before. There are two basic types of grenades. Fragmentation grenades, which use shrapnel to kill or maim the target, and explosive grenades, which use the blast from the explosion
there
as
is
the
in this
offensive
world.
means. But the grenade you've got there isn't either of those. My best guess is that it's meant to knock the enemy out without hurting them. Most likely, it's an entirely new kind of weapon developed exclusively at Groznygrad. I've heard that the SAS is working on a low-impact grenade for training purposes, but I never thought they'd be used in an actual battle. The flash of light that occurs when the grenade explodes is probably produced by magnesium. It's the same stuff that's used in camera flashes. I'm thinking they cut down on killing power by reducing the amount of explosives and made up for it by making the flash and bang so strong that it overwhelms the enemy's senses. I guess you could call it a stun grenade.
If I'm going to be stunned, I'd rather it be by a woman.
Snap out of it. Anyone around when that thing goes off will be laid out. It ought to come in handy when you're trying to storm a room or when you don't want to kill the enemy. I heard you fought against KGB troops in the Virtuous mission, but this time you're up against Spetsnaz.
Hey Bradley, how you doing, my friend?
Spetsnaz is the Special Forces unit of GRU, the intelligence wing of the Soviet Defense Ministry's General Staff Office. Spetsnaz troops undergo rigorous training in all types of special ops, from assassination and demolition to intelligence gathering. That and Volgan's loaded, man. His unit is one of the best equipped in the entire Soviet Union, if not the best. I heard the enemies you encountered in the Virtuous mission were only carrying weapons like AKs and grenades. Well, it ain't that simple anymore. In addition to AKs, some of the patrols you'll encounter might be equipped with Scorpion submachine guns and shotguns. The Scorpion is even lighter than the AK, making it much easier to handle. Basically, a guy with a Scorpion is not gonna miss you as often as with an AK.
There you go, Chewie.
The shotgun is a powerful weapon. One blast is enough to floor you, and you're likely to be seriously wounded. Watch for that, man.
Oh, yes. Boom. And no Elden Ring today. I'm taking a break from Elden Ring, Bradley. Or didn't I? I'm gonna play through this game before I get back to it. Evan. Oh, Justin, really, it's an amazing game, isn't it? How's it going, Justin? Good to have you here.
Treating serious wounds.
Looks like you got your face painted in desert color.
Yeah, I do.
Desert is a brown-colored face paint used for operations in mountainous terrain as well. It should let you blend in well in mountain and desert environments.
A rope bridge, huh? You'll stick out like a sore thumb if you walk on top of it. To cross it without being seen, you'll have to do something about the enemies.
Major.
Snake, the boss is your enemy. You've got to accept that reality.
When was the last time you played this, Justin?
Adam is waiting for you at the abandoned factory to the north of your current position. Head north.
Head north. Head north.
You want to save?
So you can talk to me about a movie. I've already got 40 parts for my Elden Ring playthrough, and I'm still not done, Bradley. How crazy is that? Ugh.
Hey, Snake, have you ever seen Forbidden Planet?
No, can't say I have.
Remastered. It is
It's about
remastered.
this expedition
This is
that
the
goes to
remastered
planet
version.
Altair 4 in an ultra-fast spaceship. When they arrive, they meet the survivor of the
On the
last
PS3 and
expedition,
Xbox
Dr.
360,
Morbius.
it's the remastered version.
Dr. Morbius was exploring the planet along with his daughter
Widescreen,
Altera and the
frame
versatile
rate
Robbie the
better.
robot. Ignoring the doctor's warnings, the expedition team is suddenly attacked by an invisible creature called the
Visual
Monster from the
improvements.
Id. The special effects they use for the science stuff were really neat. I wish I had a robot like Robbie that could make anything I wanted it to.
I'm more interested in that invisible monster. If I were invisible, I wouldn't have to bother
remastered
hiding
version, right?
or wearing camouflage.
Maybe someday you'll be able to turn invisible.
Yeah, that'll be the day.
Maybe you mean remade, but not remade. It's already been remastered. Yeah, so remade. You want it remade. But you. What's up, Kenneth? I ain't seen nothing. How you doing, Kenneth? Good, man. Just playing some Metal Gear. Go, go, go. But yeah, Justin, we do a lot of Metal Gear, Resident Evil, and Mega Man in this channel. That's kind of up your alley. Come to a good place for that kind of content. Bulletstorm, and Kenneth, what do you think about it? Pretty good? Pretty good? Alright, I'm actually not gonna do... I'm gonna do something real quick. And I'm not gonna do the next cutscene. We'll start that next time because... for a little bit, I'm probably gonna have to start feeding my baby daughter here pretty soon. Let me go ahead and do this real quick for you guys. Awesome. I mean, bad. I was bad, no, but it's not as harder. It's harder to sneak around like this one right here, top-down view. I'll stick it.
Snake, what's up? Why are you naked? I know there's a naked option under uniform that lets you take off the upper part of
Love
your
this part.
uniform.
Dry.
But without a shirt on, your camouflage sucks, and your stamina goes down faster. You don't get any advantages whatsoever.
Sure there are.
Like what?
It feels good.
Yeah.
Man, you do whatever you want.
I will, thanks. Just one question, though.
What?
Is there a way to take off my pants?
Say what?
My pants, can I?
Oh, hell no! This Fox unit is a nut fest!
Love it. I love that one. Isn't that awesome? Alright, good night, Natalia. I'm about to stop here in a minute anyway. Oh, nice emo. Thank you, Natalia. Thanks for the 5 gifted memberships. Really appreciate you.
Snake, what are you wearing now?
Tuxedo?
What, you late for a wedding or something? Come to think about it, the tuxedo is an all-black outfit. It'll probably help you blend in a dark environment. One thing you can't do, though, is equip knife-type weapons. And you can't use CQC either. Remember that.
Thank you, Justin, if you're out of here. Have a good night, Bubba. More things.
That area is home to the... Snake, unlike the virtuous mission...
Yeah.
Snake, what are you doing?
I'm in a box.
A cardboard box? Why are you...
I don't know, I was just looking at it, and suddenly I got this irresistible urge to get inside. No, not just an urge. More than that. It was my destiny to be here, in the box.
Destiny?
Yeah, and then when I put it on, I suddenly got this feeling of inner peace. I can't put it into words. I feel safe. Like this is where I was meant to be. Like I'd found the key to true happiness.
Uh-huh.
Does any of that make sense?
Not even a little.
You should come inside the box. Then you'll know what I mean.
Man, I don't want to know what you mean. Between you and Paramedic, is everyone but me that is hooked up with a Major Strange? Yeah, well, anyway, I suppose even that dumbass box might make a decent disguise if you wear it inside a building.
I love it. Go back to this other and come back and we'll save it and call it for the night. I know, Andy, isn't it awesome? The codex for this game that's why I like to do a lot of the extras. A lot of the codex, the extras are hilarious. The most funny and in-depth dialogue with the codex in the game when it comes to the optional ones at least.
You want to save? Hold on a sec.
Bear with me, y'all.
Okay, good luck, Snake.
Thanks.
What? That's it? I guess I'm exhausted it. That's good. Oh my gosh, I was about to do a raid myself. I'm about to have to go. Oh no. Turtle Tactics. I was actually thinking about raiding you, my dude. Oh. We can do a double raid. Let me welcome you guys in.
I'm under enemy fire! Secure the perimeter! Like a damn fiddle!
How does it taste? That's damn good.
Thank you so much for that raid, Turtle Tactics. You were playing Five Nights at Freddy's, right? Pretty sure that's what you... And you suck, dude. That game is hard. I've never really beaten that game or gotten close to it. It's so freaky. Oathkeeper, Heath, Raging, Rogaroo or Rojaroo. So very much for coming in with the raid. If you're new to the channel, I'm Pudge007. We do a lot of Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil, Mega Man, some other variety of things here and there. But thank you so much for deciding to come in. Considering that like and subscribe button, love to have you back. Turtle, if you're okay with it, I want to do a double raid with you. Do a Pudge Turtle raid. If that's okay with you. I was going to do you. Since you raided me, I figured we can do a double raid to Zombie if that's alright. Alright, Tempest, thank you so much for coming in and hope everything's going well for you in all your endeavors. Streaming and all that too. Speedrunning. Hey, ICR215. Does that sound okay to you, Turtle, to do that? Oh, Q Dog. Thank you, Andy. Hope to see you again sometime, my friend. Good to have you here. Appreciate you, bud. Hope work's going okay. Hearing us all in the night. Who you gonna call? That's some Andy. Alright. Turtle, I don't know if you're still there, but just let me know. Do what I can. Come on. Anyway. Hey, Volcanic Arcanine, welcome in, dude. We're going to have to do Turtle's not on. Do a live redirect to Zombies Go Numb. So what'll happen is, once I end the stream, at the top of the chat, it'll say "Go now" to Zombies channel, so you'll click on that. But I will also find the link in case that doesn't. I'd like to do a Turtle Pudge raid, but Turtle hasn't said if you do that with me. I don't want to make it a. Zombies doing that. Get Out of the Fallen Order. Great game, but amazing game. I appreciate it, John. Well, I guess Turtle's not going to be able to. That's alright. Here's the link, but it should pop up once I end the stream at the top. It'll say "Go now" to that one, so you can click on that too, and that'll redirect you. This is on the YouTube side, by the way, for those that are wondering. So that's who we're raiding. Pudge raid. Turtle, thanks for the raid as well. Thank you for the gift of memberships from Natalia and Travis Johnson, and also the attempted gift of memberships from Leon Haley, you know, that didn't work too well, but I appreciate it. That was awesome. Travis with the and so very much. Hope to see y'all soon. And we're going to see Go Zombie. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for the support. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. We are on our way on up, having some times. I appreciate y'all. So Ancient, Chewy, Tempest, Volcanic, Turtle, Bradley, Aging, Both Keep, Dorian, Justin, Talia. I'm missing a few people. Justin, Mandy, Cute Dog, Guys, Government. I think it's hanging out, and I will see y'all next time. But until then, I've been your host, Pudge 007. Have a good night, everybody. See y'all later. Adios. There we go. See ya.